All right, let's talk about three legendary chess openings that every single player should know: the Italian, the Scotch, and the Spanish. What's so cool is they all start with the exact same moves, but man, they lead to totally different games. By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly which one is right for you.
You know, this is the ultimate question in chess, isn't it? Before all the wild middle game stuff and the tricky end games, it all comes down to the opening. Your first few moves aren't just moves, they are a statement. They set the tone for the entire battle and let you start shaping the game just the way you like it. And this is the moment. It's the crossroads. You've both made the best, most logical moves. e4, e5. Knight to f3, knight to c6. Classic stuff. But now, it's on you. Your next move, your third move is white, is a huge deal. It's going to decide what kind of game you're about to play.
So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through these three main roads. First, we'll hit the classic and tactical Italian. Then we'll get aggressive with the Scotch. After that, we'll dive deep into the strategic Spanish. And at the end, we'll put it all together so you can pick your weapon.
Okay, first up, let's start with one of the oldest, most natural openings there is, the Italian game. Seriously, if you're just starting out, or if you just want an opening that feels right, this is the one. The move that makes it all happen is bishop to c4. It's simple, it's strong, and it has one crystal clear idea. You are pointing a dagger right at black's weakest spot on the board, the f7 pawn. That pawn is only defended by the king, so it's a huge target. This one little move sets you up for a fast attack right from the beginning.
Now, the reason this is so awesome for beginners is because it just teaches you good chess without you even realizing it. The moves just make sense, your pieces flow to their best squares, it forces you to think tactically, and the plans are super easy to grasp. You're almost always going to get a fun, open game.
So, what does an Italian game actually feel like to play? Well, expect a brawl around that f7 square pretty early. Both you and your opponent are going to get your pieces out fast, lines are going to open up, and the board will be filled with opportunities for cool tactics like forks and pins. It is not a boring opening.
So here's your to-do list. It's pretty simple. First, castle. Get your king tucked away and safe. After that, your big main goal is to push that d-pawn to d4. Why? Because that move is like dynamite. It blows the center wide open, unleashes your pieces, and lets you point everything straight at black's king.
All right, let's switch gears to our second option. If the Italian is all about classical, smooth development, the Scotch game is about kicking the door in from move 3. It's direct, it's aggressive, and it starts a fight immediately.
So instead of moving a bishop, you slam your pawn down on d4. This move instantly attacks black's pawn on e5, and you're basically yelling, "Let's fight for the center, right now." It guarantees an open, tactical game where being sharp and taking the initiative is everything.
You know, the Scotch is an absolute dream for anyone who loves tactical chaos. The plans are super straightforward. Open the game and attack. The best part? You get to skip a ton of the really heavy, boring opening theory. It just hammers home one lesson. Go get the initiative.
A Scotch game feels, well, it feels explosive. The center is gone right from the start, which turns the board into a tactical minefield. One wrong step and it's game over. Everything happens fast, and as white, you're just constantly looking for ways to put pressure on black. There's no time to relax here.
So the whole point of the Scotch is to keep your foot on the gas. You get your knights out, controlling the center. A really common plan is to put your bishop on c4 and maybe swing your queen over to f3, creating a battery that attacks, you guessed it, that weak f7 square again. It's all about pressure, pressure, pressure.
And now for our third and final opening, the Ruy Lopez, also known as the Spanish game. Look, if the Italian's classical and the Scotch is a fistfight, the Spanish is a strategic masterpiece. This is the opening that world champions have played for over a century. It's deep.
The key move here is bishop to b5. It looks so quiet, doesn't it? But its idea is way more subtle than the Italian. You're putting a pin on the knight that's defending the e5 pawn. You're not winning anything right away, but you are creating this long-term nagging pressure that black is going to feel for the rest of the game.
Honestly, playing the Spanish just makes you a better chess player. Period. It forces you to think about long-term plans, about pawn structures, about patiently building up an advantage. It's absolutely perfect for when you feel like you're ready to move beyond just simple tactics.
Yeah, unlike the Scotch, the Spanish is a slow burn. It's all about patiently building up pressure, keeping the tension in the center for a long, long time. You'll find yourself moving pieces around, looking for the perfect squares, and putting this subtle squeeze on black's position. It's a game of patience. Your plans here are way more sophisticated. Of course, you'll castle early to get safe. But the big difference is, you're not in a rush. You patiently prepare to build your center with c3 and d4. You keep that annoying pressure on the e5 pawn. And you often play for a long game where your two powerful bishops can really shine.
Okay, so we've seen the tactical Italian, the aggressive Scotch, and the strategic Spanish. 3 completely different worlds, all from the same 3 moves. So the big question remains, which one is right for you?
This chart really spells it out. If you're starting out and you want fun, tactical games with clear plans, the Italian is your best friend. If you love to force the issue and create immediate chaos on the board, the Scotch is your weapon. And if you're ready to play a deeper, more strategic game, well, the Spanish is the path to mastery.
So here's my final recommendation. Plain and simple. If you're a beginner, just start with the Italian. It teaches you all the right things. If you're a player who loves a sharp fight and wants to be the one calling the shots, play the Scotch. And if you're serious about your chess and want to really grow as a player, it's time to learn the Spanish.
And there you have it, 3 amazing openings that give you a full plan against one of Black's most popular setups. So whether you're a classic attacker with the Italian, an aggressive charger with the Scotch, or a strategic genius with the Spanish, there is a perfect fit here for you. So get out there, try them out, and start taking control of the game from move 3. So, which one will you master first?